nothing really I can do about that at this moment in time, but for this, like I can't add this line here going down because then it'll just interfere, but I will be able to later. Oh, it's on the inside. We'll chain out 2 of these. You guys go like that. And then you guys can work like that. There we go. So it looks like I'm going to need some more miners. It's only taken me 2.5 hours just to build up this basic system so far. Green potions are sitting at the bottom, so I don't need to send on any more laboratories. There we go, laboratories. I said it right once. Get off me back. Definitely need more iron flowing. In fact, I'm gonna need another iron patch soon. We've got one up there, one down there, but both are closer to real networks than they are to anything else. And I am out of conveyors. Rather than producing my own now, I've got a factory that does it for me. Good. We'll head down to the factory floor. See, as you can see, I have far too much dependency now on this one iron line. So all my iron production is slowly grinding to a halt down here. It's basically that electronics that uses up just so much. We'll get this next because I want to upgrade all my wires. And that'll just make life so much simpler. Why did I do that? Oh no, I'm not. Just about to say, oh, I'm onto my iron pickaxe. No, I'm not. I lied. Oh no, I lied on the internet. So that's gonna ramp up production. I don't know why I've even got a dip there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that. That can get rid of. That can get rid of. Sail away with iron ore. There we go. 6.7. See, hopefully I'll eat through all of that very quickly. Hopefully I'll eat through all of that very quickly. There's no guarantees. There's never any guarantees. Not in a game like this. So I've upped the production lines a bit. See, copper's starting to get used up quite a bit now, so I'll upgrade them 2 factories. There we go. We'll also start planning out some late night maneuvers. Yeah, that should be long enough. We've got enough electric cables to while I'm doing that. Autumn away trees, we're building here. So there we go. I need to get all of them working. I love to set myself up an easy task. But before I do that, I'll be cleaning up my electrical network quite considerably. I mean, I'm not even pulling in enough iron ore to get all of this working yet, which is kind of the point. That they're on standby for when I do start producing enough. It looks like we're going to start peaking on power soon, more than that. Hitting 2.2, mostly because I've got quite a few things just idling, waiting for the resources. Got miners idling, never a good sign. Mind you, it's never a good sign to see your coal ones producing, if I'm honest with you. Copper ore ones are both working at full tilt. Ben and miner drills are switched off, but they don't require electricity, so that's not such a big problem. Oh, I've got some iron ore on me. Probably from when I edited the network up here. So by the looks of it, I could probably expand that iron ore facility and make it max out. I'm going to need to not empty them because they're not full. Mind you, I can also upgrade my... Got 3 chests down here. I need them all upgraded to smart chests, please. Which was probably a bad idea considering I need this iron. I just sap all that because I need miners. I need more miners. I need get that into full swing. 1, 2, 3. Right, I can't really do anything down here now until I've got my electric sorted. Right, more miners, more miners, more miners, more miners, more miners. Why do I feel like a dead till perfect when I say that? Bring me the miners. No one over age. Just about to say I've got an insert factory, but it's probably ground to a halt. Yeah, that's quite easily ground to a halt. So yeah, if you like this little design for the potions, please let me know. I like it. If you think it's inefficient or if you can think of a better way of doing it, again, let me know. The only way I learn, the only way I get better is if people tell me how I'm messing up. See, that's useless. There's no way I can get into robotics right now. This is useful. I could do with speeding up my entire carrier pigeon network. Or conveyor network, or whatever you wish to call it. I call it the carrier pigeon network. Still need more steel plates. Really don't need more copper plates. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in there like that. Because then they've got to empty out all these copper plates, preferably before they get manufactured, so them arms are going to get moving really quickly and then halt production. Because I don't need that many, I don't need that much copper on me. See what I mean? They're just going to stop now. That's fine with me. So get a couple more miners. Right. Oh, you've got no power. And then we'll start looking at upgrading our network. Steel plate and not the sharpest tool in the shed, am I? Go on then, we'll empty you. Because we'll create in 15 of them and the rest will be them. Right. Right, time to clean up the interface a little bit. Get rid of what we're not, ooh, keep that. Right, there we go. A bit clearer. I can see what I'm doing now. So, first pole to go, that pole there. Gets replaced with a nice shiny new pole. That pole there. Nice shiny new pole. Next pole, this one here. It's a major outlet. And I'm not going to be attaching anything else to this side of the pole. So that can quite happily get removed. That can go. Radar can go. Can't go there. Can't go. Can it go there? No, because I'm going to need a conveyor down there, aren't I? That's going to expand the network. It can go there for now. That's going to have to move again later on. That'll disappear. That one disappears. That one disappears. That one disappears. And that goes there. See what I mean? 2 poles that now. To get power up here. Also means biters are less likely to disrupt the entire network because they've physically got to go after these poles, which are much easier to defend. So if I put that there, that'll power up them miners. We'll clean up down here. So as you can probably imagine, a lot of my network's just ground to a halt now. I'm overproducing power, I'm overproducing everything until I get the entire system back up and running. Now, as well as having the offshoot down there, I think I'll have one here at the bum of my power. And we'll run it along the edge of this lake. That's no range on that, not long enough. But that is long enough. Well, that's a little annoying, but we'll just feed back. So they don't need replacing really. They're good there, but that one can go, and that one can go. That can get replaced with that, and that. So yeah, that's looking good to me. They're okay. You don't need to strip out every single red pole you've ever placed. Not really. I've seen people old pole that you've ever placed. I've seen players literally go through and do that, and I think it's sad and slow and not good for gameplay. See, I didn't need to rip them up. Not really. So we'll just leave them there. It's not like they transmit electricity faster. See, the entire network up there is just dead at the moment. So, how far? Okay, where we've done that. Not very. We'll put that there. And then let's say there. And we'll rip up all these poles. So this entire network's gone live again. As you can see by their synchronized swimming, that always kind of creeps me out. So I suppose start with this pole here. See, ideally that wants to be there, but that's caused my entire thing to black out. Luckily, we've not got laser turrets. Laser turrets would be a problem for your defense, because obviously I'm knocking the power out quite regularly. What I'll do is I'll pop that there. There we go. And everything goes live again. And we'll literally strip them. Now when it comes to these poles, yes, I'll agree. These need stripping out. They need replacing. They need the upgrade. Right, so last logistics to... Did we go for turret damage? We will go for a railway actually. Railways are always a good thing. Transport of goods from far off locations to close locations. I don't see that being a downside. That can probably get moved a bit further away from there. Not much though, because I need to include that one up there. Right. And then it's basically you make sure all the fields are overlapped in blue. and we'll get my ammo production back up and running. Wow, that's what you get for producing something cheap and nasty. I'll upgrade that in a moment actually. I don't want any more ammo producing actually, thanks very much guys, that will do. Right, that can sit in there, that can sit in there, that can sit in there. I need some inserters, so we'll hoover that up. So as you can see, from one side, producing enough push to get both sides done. And that's basically all we need to look for. Right, and they're long enough to do that. You're going to connect to the main port rather than the dairy port. Fair enough, okay. I'm not going to complain. Even though I'm British. I also tried to group these up as tight as possible. But I think that's about as tight as I'm going to get them ones. Need more iron, more iron, more iron, more iron. How much more iron? Enough. And then that can go there. There we go. So, can I make splitters? Not yet, but soon. And we'll put a fast splitter up there. So, to do, I say so a lot. I never actually realised until just now. It's a little depressing. You need that. You need to be. Wow, I am an idiot. You need to be fed from the bottom to begin with. Then you need to be fed from the side. Then you need an output there. But look, I've messed that up something ridiculous. Alright. We'll get rid of that. We can power up that entire system using just that. And there we go. You can feed that there. And the output will go here. Yeah, I'm going to have to use what's called the logistic network later on in order to transport things properly. I've got plenty of steel chests, so now my red ones are now my main conveyors, and yellow ones are the backups. Right now I haven't got enough red to justify doing that. We'll let that build up a bit. But later on, that's going to definitely come in very useful. We also don't want that many reds creating. So what you can do with the chest, hit that X button and say, I want just that first row filling, and the machines will only fill up to that row. Whenever you try to auto transfer, you'll only fill up that first row. Then you'll have to start manually transferring. I no longer need that wood. I also don't need these poles anymore. So go over to my bin chest. You get it because it sounds like Pinterest. Dump all of that. Dump that one as well. And we are good to go away. So now it's literally just get all of them furnaces up and working, and that is not switched on. This entire system here could probably do with cleaning up as well, but I can't be bothered. If you want to sit down and work on that for me, go ahead, but I'm not going to be screaming from the rooftop that it needs to be done. So as you can see, this is sucking up a lot of the iron plates to make me fast tracks. I don't really need fast tracks at the moment. I need more iron plates than I do fast tracks, but I'm going to leave them running. And there's good reason for that. I don't know what it is, but there's a good reason for that. This entire system's pretty much just stand still. You don't need copper this early on in the game. You really don't need copper. Right, so we'll have a feeder. Not the band. Don't sue me. Not that you get anything on not worth anything, but I suppose really I need to offshoot there. There you go, used to adding. So as you can see, that line's now getting quite nice and thick. This is where the red belts come in useful. So what we'll do is we'll sap you, you can sit there. Then if you hit Shift 1, you access this second row of belts. What we'll do is we'll speed you up. And there we go. See, now I'm just not producing enough copper, or it's just not getting down to the bottom fast enough, so I need to speed that one up in order to get all the rows running again. But as you can see, the density's got quite nice and thick now. We're getting stuff coming down here, we're getting down here. I suppose I really should start thinking about sorting out the logistics system. I mean, I still need a lot more iron plates getting produced. I don't usually run this bad on iron plates, but normally I have that entire system sorted before I start mucking around, really. I'm showing off. At the end of the day, I'm showing off. I don't have any right to be, but I am. So these are probably all full to the brim with iron. And they're just waiting for the coal. So I suppose the next step is to get some coal in here. After a little bit, please remind me, I need to work on military. I want to start working some armor piercing rounds. That gives my turrets a fighting chance against the bugs. Basic rounds are good, but who doesn't like a bit of armor piercing every now and again? And there we go. So that's pretty much one strip of iron plates fully producing. All the way up to a slow connector, because unfortunately it's got nowhere else to go after that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dump all them in there. I'll pretty much start replacing now, so I don't want to be using slow belts anymore. But I mean, if you have a look. Ooh. Don't know what that was. I've got something that beeps in my house. Yes, if you have a look, belts making it down here at an okay rate. We've got inserters getting produced okay down there. We haven't got any iron cogs getting produced here, which is a problem. Just basically means I haven't got enough iron getting down there at all, even though the iron flow is pretty much full, which is where more mines come in, or replacing this track up here. So we found the slow link in this track, which is this intersection here, and we say hurry up. See, now this is where we need a splitter, so we start looking at this splitter here. 4 transport belts fast, because I don't want to be dealing in slows anymore, which means I need more iron. Suck up all of that. Nope, not enough. Actually, I also need 10 electronics, and I've got them just sat here. We'll just hook them up there. Now this is overkill. It's on a slow network to begin with, but you know, if you need to speed something up, replace it with fast, not slow. That's surely the point. So as you can see, it's now spitting out a bit faster. Density rates are going to go through the roof, and this will mean all of these will start firing up in a moment once this double hits. I could do with fast belts on the corners here. That will speed things up quite considerably. Now, as seen as I'm a defensive player, I bet many of you are asking, well, why don't you play on peaceful mode? Where's the fun in playing in peaceful mode? This question has been posed to me a few times by a few people, and it's just, where is the fun in playing in peaceful mode? Seriously. If you answers on a postcard, it may be fun, but I'm not going to find it fun. I like to have a challenge. I like to be pushed. If I'm in peaceful mode, then the enemies aren't going to come for me. They're not going to be actively hunting me down all the time, making me want to expand my factory, pushing me harder, faster, further than I've been before. So I'm going to start not having as much fun. There we go. I did that mostly for this run here, look. Try and get some more iron down here, because I simply have enough iron going down here at all. I'm probably going to definitely need another electronics factory. Electronic circuit board factory down here, considering what I plan on building down there. But for now that looks good. I mean, I seem to have enough wire, mind you, it's stopped at the moment, so... Well, the double's definitely hitting here, but it's just not getting past this inserter here. Get rid of the inserter. It's just too fast. One could make the argument I could just, you know, stop producing. I don't even know what I'm low on down here. Right. So for 8, I need 8 of these, which probably means I need to siphon off this line here. Yep. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just realized something. This doesn't need to be a smart chest. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... Yeah, there it is. I'm just going to replace that with just a normal chest. It doesn't need to be smart. 1, 2... let's just produce all 16. Get over and done with. You allow 2 networks hooked up to any smart inserters, well, 3 really. You've got the red wire, green wire, then the logistic network, or the logger net, as the internet likes to call it. On the wiki, I should say, and the forums and everyone else. And I normally just play around with the red wire. I've never really needed a smart connector hooked up to 2 networks, and it actually do me any good. You select your pole first, There we go. So that smart chest there, it's now hooked up to this signal here. So as you can see, it's telling me I've got 79 green potions in there. Yay, you might be thinking, what are you going to do with that information? Well, okay, we'll hook up to that one there, yeah? So now it's telling me I've got 79 in there. Then we'll hook it up to this one. We'll hook that one up to this one. We'll hook that one up to that one. That there. That there. That there. And that there. Right? And now you're thinking, right. So we say your green potions, if there's less than 100, then you work. Your green, less than 100, then you work. You can, I think, shift click. I think you gotta highlight it. Shift right click, middle click. There we go. Shift click, and then I can click. Yeah, look, it's copied, so I can go click. Yeah, somehow I've copied it over. So now they're all working on the fallacy of green potion, that one. So if I program this one, so first I need a red wire hooking up. Your red wire red potion less than 100. Work. It goes green once I've got it, and then there we go. But it won't let me copy it. Maybe because these aren't hooked up. It's the first time I've really played around with copying and pasting the programming. So if it looks like I don't know what I'm doing, it's because I don't know what I'm doing.